He was waiting for the opportunity.
Turn the tree ready.
Must be nice living the single life, goddamn.
It is. Yeah.
All I can do is watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the League of Extraordinary People. I'm your host, Jesse. I am joined by my co-host, my boy Brian, my brother. Tell the people what's up.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
I know it's been a while. A lot has happened since then, and there will be an episode for that. But today, I have three special guests. These brothers are truly humble and amazing, and they really just make sure they represent the culture well. Gentlemen, why don't you introduce yourselves?
How's it going? I'm Tang.
Hold on, pause.
Wait, so when you say what kind of intro, like where we from, just
Yeah,
the name?
just
or
my name is Tang. I'm from.
should I use my proper name or just what they call me on the street?
You can do what you want, bro. Like,
Okay, I'll put my full name in,
Yeah.
but you can call, because I was like,
all right, go ahead. Let's go.
how's everyone doing? My name is Utlanan Kailo Treletsonare, but I'm officially known as Tang. I'm from South Africa / Zimbabwe, Kamsotu and Nshona. Yeah, I've been out here in Grand Junction for about 3 years now. I moved here in America probably 8 years ago, so still kind of fresh off the boat.
Hey, how'd you say your name again?
Utlanan.
Ukana
Yeah, Utlanan Kailo
Tayelo.
Treletsonare.
I'm not even about to butcher your name like that. I'ma just be real with you.
But just call me Tang, you know, keep it easy.
Thank you.
All right, next up.
Alright, what's good? My name's Joseph Kofi Duya Adjaman, aka Jay. Nice to meet you. From Brooklyn, New York City, born and raised. My dad is from Ghana, West Africa, and my mom's from Kingston, Jamaica. There you go. Yes, sir.
Wagwan.
What I deal with.
Wagwan.
Yes, sir. But I've been in Grand Junction for about 1.5 years now. I'm a travel respiratory therapist, also a personal trainer, so I just make moves in this community, and here I am. You feel me?
Yeah, so I'm Gloire. I'm from the Congo, Central Africa. Oh, I gotta look at this one, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, from Central Africa. Been in America since 2006. And yeah, been in Grand Junction about 7 years now. Went to college over here, and I've just been working. That's about it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, let's start off with a bagger first. How different is it here from outside the country, from your home? How different? How much different is it? Because a lot of my viewers are only from locally, so Grand Junction. So some may travel, some may not. But I mean, we live smack dab in the middle of America, you know. So how is it from you guys' home countries?
Well, since these two are like born and raised in Africa, I'll probably like start off because I've stayed a little bit in Africa, just not all the way. You know what I mean? So I spent a lot of years in the States too, but I have traveled out of the country a lot. So there's like such a multitude of perspectives just from both sides of the story. You know what I mean? Like being raised in an African home and also in a Jamaican like oriented home as well. It's like there's so much embedded in culture that like you really don't like experience. Like I experienced like the hood and everything, like being in the trenches of Brooklyn, New York, like you're around that, but it's like such a solid, like concentrated, like family lifestyle in a African and Jamaican crib. So it's just like if you mess up, you do something stupid, yeah, you getting your ass whipped officially. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't fuck around, you don't do dumb shit. Like you are raised in the sense that like, you know, you better be something in life or we're gonna kick you out the house so far that you might end up back in Africa with discipline. You feel me? So word up. So it's like I'm super thankful for that because like even though I grew up around like, you know, a lot of American friends, a lot of Latinos, a lot of like just like different cultures, it's just like when you go home and you home, like your mom and pops, like they make sure that you know what's up, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you get best of both worlds, you know what I'm saying? Because I was raised American, but I was also raised in a very thick, like African and Jamaican culture, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they don't take no shit and you don't take no shit, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta make sure like you about your business too. And it's just like it's a beautiful thing just to be, you know, first of all black, You know what I'm saying? But black in multitude of communities. And when you compare that to being here, that I feel like that's what makes me such a like kind of like the black sheep out here, because it's just like I have so much to bring to such a minute culture in Grand Junction, you know what I'm saying? And it's like being part of the gym and like being like working in the hospital and stuff like that, like everybody like just circulates around my energy, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big energy person, so it's like what you put out there, like people perceive that, and it's just like if you just come with a reckless, like crazy mentality, like, oh, he's from New York City, he's probably arrogant as hell, or like he's mad, like wild or whatever, and then they actually meet me and they're like, oh shit, you humble dude, you know what I mean? And it's like they realize, oh, he's bringing something different to the table, so they really like circulate around that and like, yo, I want to get to know who this cat is. I'm like, all right, well, here I am. You know what I'm saying? So you get all of me. You know what I mean? Everything from where I'm from being black, from being, you know, African, being Jamaican, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I'm going to bring the whole thing to you and let you enjoy what I got. You feel me?
All right, bet. And I'm going to try to I can't try to say it, man. I just try to say it.
Word up.
So how is it different from your homeland to here in America?
So it's very different. Now that I've been here longer, I'm starting to like kind of adjust. Cause I'm still, people think, oh, you've been here so 8 years, you should be used to it. It's like, but no, because I grew up and had my young adulthood in Africa, it's hard just kind of like going from, it's almost like trying to break a bad habit. And I've noticed like a lot of stuff is different, from like the food to the language to how people interact. I've noticed people back home are like, they're more friendly, more approachable, there's more like a respect aspect to the way we like communicate and associate and all that. So for example, if I were to come across an elder, we can't call them by their name. Like my uncle, I hang out with him a lot. Yeah, we pretty much like best friends and all, but I can't call him by his name. I have to say Warangwani, which basically means like little father. Because essentially he's my dad's younger brother. So when I need to get disciplined, it's not my dad who does the disciplining, it's him. Whereas here it's like there's that, oh, hey Charlie, and it's like, I'm like, yo, he's like 85, why are you calling him by his name? And like, it's like, hey Fred, and I was just like, even at work, when I see older people, even though I know them and I'm cool with them, I can't like address them by their name. Whereas here, so, because they're very big on respect and tradition, culture, and kind of, you know, getting that set up. And then like stuff like the food is different. Like here the food, I went back home in January, and when I ate that food, I was like, hey, man, like the flavor, it's very flavorsome and all that. Then here's like all GMO'd up, like a piece of chicken looks like a turkey out here. I was like, man, how did the chicken get this big and all that? And just like this very different like dynamics and all that, from infrastructure to agriculture to just way the people interact. It's like, so if you were to like go to Africa, you probably get like culture shock, kind of the same way I did going from here to here, just because everything nothing is quite the same. Even though like we speak English, like the English spoken there is different to here, and then like the dialogue and the way people like communicate and all that is different. It's like hard to explain in words. It's something you have to experience. Because I could say, yeah, the food is different. It's like, okay, how different? It's like, no, you just gotta experience it to know.
It's like night and day.
Yeah,
It really is.
like everything is different. Just it's really hard to explain, honestly, because it's something you have to actually see and experience to notice the difference, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. What's up? We've known each other for a little bit now,
man.
All the way back to college.
College, bro.
I got history, man.
So,
For sure.
parties, good times, intramural sports.
Everything.
Soccer, too.
Everything.
So how has it been different here versus, where you're from?
Yeah, so I agree with everything they say, same for me, but the only thing I can add is that I came from a French-speaking country, you know what I'm saying? So coming over here, not knowing English and all that stuff, so you gotta learn the language, and that was tough, man. So going through that, actually, that's the only thing I can talk about. But everything they say, yeah, I agree. Same thing, man. But the thing I can say is like, it's just how you adapt. You know what I'm saying? Like here in America, like I basically grew up here. Even though I came from Africa, but like when I got here, I was very young, so I just had to find a way to adapt and trying to fit in with the culture and stuff like that. So that was a huge part. But I'm still doing it till today, man. Still learning, so still going with my business. But but home is always gonna be home. You know, that's fair.